Welcome in, friends. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast. No Ball Better University today with Jesse Holly. We, of course, have the very latest news as the Cowboys have made another hire and the biggest free agents the Cowboys got. Will they and should they extend those men? Show starts me. Welcome in, everybody. Time for the DLLS Cowboys podcast presented by our friends at Prize Picks. With the code DLLS, they'll get you $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. And our friends at Ownwell, ownwell.com/Texas. Don't pay more than you need to for property taxes. Let Ownwell take care of you. Sign up in 3 minutes. Welcome in. Good to see you. Smash the like button on your way in if it's not too much trouble. We sure would appreciate it. And we're here to talk all the latest of your Cowboys football. We start with the news. Hello, my name is Jeff. I'm next to former Cowboy wide receiver Jesse Holly.
Yeah!
What about?
Ho, 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 ho.
I know. I'm sorry to be so bright, but shout out to Fabletics, boy.
Santa Jesse.
Hey, shout out to Fabletics. Fabletics got some.
Ho.
If you're looking for a comfortable sweatsuit.
It's not time for the ad reads.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I know I'm bright.
I got their joggers and their hat on.
Yeah,
right
this is Fabletics, and you're gonna be this feels good, but God, I'm bright on that camera right there, man.
Yeah, if you're not if you're not in the broadcast game, there are lights that get set up to shine on you, and things get brighter. Jesse's suit is not that bright.
Santa Jesse.
Clarence's glasses don't have strobe lights installed in them either. That's just a reflection. The greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, Mr. Clarence Hill.
Listen, these men are just rough on me.
Yeah, and it happens.
Did it hurt?
We're not doing that. Just hit the like button, and I'm gonna keep this thing on track today. Watch me work.
Today?
Watch me work. I'm going to, Super Bowl coming up. I'm trying to, these
Things is happening.
Trying to make this flight.
Yeah.
We have our flight times yet. Are we all on the same flight?
Yeah, Ben sent it to us a while ago.
I know. I got to find it.
I'm not good at details.
Exactly.
You hit the hotel stuff yesterday too.
Somebody asked me today, where are you staying? I was like, somewhere. Figured out when I get there.
It ain't a 5-star.
It's not.
It doesn't need to be a 5-star.
Well,
I would be uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable in nice places.
It's not me.
It's not a 4-star either.
Where I lay my head, where I lay my head, I will get a tad bougie. Where I lay my head, I'll get bougie.
Not a 4-star either. Okay?
As long as there's no bed bugs.
I'll bring the lights on.
And that ain't the greatest part of town because I kind of Googled it all last night.
Look, when I was at the Cowboys flagship, the place they put us up in San Francisco when we went out there for a Super Bowl, the first day, Mike Bassick and I walked out the front door of our hotel, greeted by the sight of 4 feet from us on the sidewalk, a homeless man taking a number 2 into a cup.
That's good aim. That's good aim.
So I got love for my homeless people, and it's cold outside. So right now, if you're out there, donate your blankets and stuff. I know we're on the back end of it.
This is not the time you got caught in the parking garage servicing.
Same trip. Yeah, same trip.
But that was Arizona. That was San Francisco?
That was San Francisco. Yeah. Yeah, that was that was the next morning.
You couldn't be talk too bad about San Fran. You had a good time.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I had a great time. And that homeless dude was my friend. We walked to Radio Row together after that. I offered him some TP, and we moved on with our days. Anyway, if you guys don't have Cowboy news, unfortunately for you, you do. I'll just spend an hour talking about the Senior Bowl practices I watched last night because all I care about is the draft.
Relax.
Shout out to Jacob Rodriguez. Get your guns up. He's just proving it nice and slow. Sure, I'm tiny, and I may not run the fastest, but by God, I play linebacker.
Play football.
He had a nice little day yesterday. But there's actual news. We hired a guy. Do we hire a guy?
Yeah, Ryan Smith, cornerback coach at Arizona. The Cowboys hired him as the cornerback coach here. He came in. Again, this is all about Christian Parker. They call him CP. If you talk to anybody, they call him CP. So he's CP. Christian Parker is CP. Everybody I talk to, they call him CP.
Okay, and he hired RS?
Huh?
He hired RS?
Hey, listen, as long as he don't bring no BS, we good. We can call him CP. He can hire RS. Just don't bring no BS.
And we're interviewing Zio. We might bring Zio in.
We're interviewing Zach Orr was with dinner with them last night.
Cowboy Club?
Don't know where they were, but he had dinner with him. Zach Orr, the former Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator the last couple of years, DeSoto native.
You think he took on the Honorines?
A what?
2-pounders?
What? What are you saying?
Partners? No, they didn't go south.
They didn't go south?
He was staying up north.
Okay.
He was staying in
Two partners to
two partners.
Rude.
Two partners.
Two partners.
I think they went. You think maybe they went to Waffle House?
There's Waffle Houses up north.
Is there Waffle House in Frisco?
You think maybe they went to a cheesecake
They went to dinner.
factory?
They didn't go to. You don't go to Waffle House unless you go for breakfast or after 3 a.m. You just don't go to Waffle House for dinner.
You think they went to Cheesecake Factory, perhaps?
No, they too good for the Cheesecake Factory. We've already had that issue. You don't take nobody on cheesecake for a first date. We did. Have we gone through that?
That's where we go for my mom's birthday every year. Cheesecake Factory's nice.
I said first date.
That's where. Isn't that where Baker had a parking lot situation?
With all due respect, isn't
that right? Was that
in case Cheesecake becomes a
sponsor, we love you and everything on your menu.
I love Cheesecake.
I love it. I just have one problem with you, Cheesecake Factory.
I thought that was Kellen Winslow at the was it the KFC or the Boston Market?
Oh, I'm gonna look this up.
Didn't Kellen Winslow?
The bottom line is Zach Orr is here, and it would most likely be a linebacker role or elevated role, like a run game defensive coordinator type role, game coordinator type role with the Cowboys. Again, a former DC. So you can say however you want to about the success he had in Baltimore. Understand this, that Baltimore last couple of years, top 10 run defense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they were a top 10 run defense. And so he will, have some type of role if everything comes across as they wanted to. He's also been looked at, by his old coach Harbaugh with the Giants.
Yeah.
So there's still a spot there for him, but
come on home.
He wouldn't mind coming home.
His
family's from here, his dad's from here, his wife's from here. I understand they're getting ready to have a baby and they want to be around his people.
The one thing I will say and give credit to when it comes to this hiring cycle, they have made a very distinct and a very purposeful search for younger, I guess more kind of closer to what the trends are in the new age of football. They're done. They've kind of gone away from the old trends. They've kind of gone away from those who have come in here, and maybe that was the scars that Matt Eberflus left behind because he brought that. Hey, here's my old approach, my unwillingness to change, my unwillingness to see things any different than the way that I've always seen it. This new crop of guys that are coming in here, younger, more innovative, closer to the culture. And what I mean by that is to the player's age bracket, right? Being able to be relatable. And that's a part of when you hear Shadi talk about the communication, it's being able to literally speak linguistically the language that these players speak.
What kind of words you talking about?
I'm just talking about like relatable stuff. It doesn't have to be slang.
Vernacular.
It doesn't have to be Oak Cliff vernacular.
Give me an example.
It doesn't have to be Oak Cliff vernacular. It has to be the fact that, like, if a coach talked about, Riz, or if a coach talking about, if a coach said a glizzy, that would relate a lot more to the younger generation than what the older guys say.
I'm too old.
It's music, relatable things that when you're trying to build
Springsteen, baby,
when you're trying to build culture, especially amongst players and coaches and players, I want to be able to speak similar language to you. Now, I've had older coaches, I've had younger coaches. I don't say that you don't respect either one more or less, but if there's someone that is closer to me and my age group, I'm more likely to come at him and be like, yo, what's up, man? Like, explain this to me, bro. Come on, and it's just a little bit more relatable thing.
Somebody called you a safety cone. Man.
I'm not, listen, the way.
That's funny.
Today's my day.
That's funny, yeah.
Today's my day, okay?
Get it.
Today is my day.
I'll tell you, it's just, in real life, it's just red.
It's not that bright. It's the light. But it's my day.
It's not that
yes, I look like a safety cone. I'm taking out the YouTube logo.
Get him.
I thought I was clean when I left the house this morning. Hey, look, I hit the cologne. Bop, 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 bop. I thought I was clean when I left the crib this morning. But today's my day. I'll take it. I'll take that. I'll take that. Today is my day. So I sound just like a YN. I'll take it.
Listen.
I'll take it.
Listen, but no, it's good. We talked about the process, and how they're doing things differently. And again, all those former coaches have years left on their contract. And Jerry don't generally like pay guys who are not here, and so the fact
I told you, my guy's tired. My guy's tired of this losing crap.
Yeah.
My guy's on the ball now.
Your guy.
Not only are you moving away from guys who are still under contract, but you're allowing, CP to bring in his own guys. And certainly Zach Orr has a relationship with Shotty from their days in Jacksonville, but also has a relationship with CP, and they know each other.
Is it weird to you if somebody has a nickname that somebody, you grew up with somebody that has the same nickname, so you feel like Christian Parker can't be CP? Because I grew up with a guy whose name was Michael, but we called him Cream Puff, and we called him CP. And so I already have a CP in my life.
I was going to go with like Chris Paul.
So I can't have a CP. But CP3.
First of all, LT stole LT's name, and no one better than I.
Well, that's because
no one better than I.
I guess I did know of his existence.
I never called him that. I never called him.
But
I called them both LT.
Both of them were called LT.
I called them both LT. Which one did you not call LT?
The second. The first one is the original.
Well, because that's the North Carolina.
Yeah, but the
second. It's not. All right, there is bias, okay. But LT.
The second one was better.
Don't do that.
Stop.
Don't do that.
Stop.
Don't do that.
Stop. Don't do
that.
On that. From multiple levels, don't do that.
If you ever just want to fight someone, just no matter what, say something more recent is better than something that happened before when you're around people older than you.
But it's not about more recent. It's about he's just not better.
Oh,
it's like I told people.
As a football player, LT may be the best football player ever to play the game. The original LT.
I agree.
Regardless of position.
He was a great
I told people like
receiver.
this year, like you had to call Nate Thomas. Can't call him Big Nate. Couldn't call him just Nate.
Yeah.
I know one Nate. That's the Nate. That's one Nate. That's why I know one Nate, one Big Nate. You got to call him Nathan Thomas or Nate Thomas. You got to call him by his full name.
Can we get more things that Jesse looks like today? Some dressed like the barrier they used to block the truck for Chill's new Wi-Fi hookup.
Come on, John. That's not necessary. You have to put the cone up there. Come on, John. You know what, John?
That's glorious.
We have the best producer.
That is glorious.
Life was so much better when you weren't here. We didn't have to worry about these type of antics.
That is glorious. Conehead.
Conehead. That's good.
Can we go back to Cheesecake Factory for just a second?
Really?
Because I think this is important. If I could just talk for a moment to the CEO. I think that you got good stuff. Everything you got is good. But you can't have a menu that has, how you have the sections of appetizer, entree, and then, you have your different categories. Well, there says specialties. And the last time I counted it, and I did count it one by one, I think the number was 80-something things listed as a specialty. And I don't think that's what specialty means. You don't have 84 specialties.
Are you really analyzing the cheesecake?
Here's the crazy part about it. Yeah. He counted all of those only to go to chicken fingers and French fries. That's all he ordered. What did you order? What's your order at Cheesecake Factory?
So here's the thing. One thing you're going to learn about me, I did not get chicken tendies because there's something else that no matter where I am, if it's on the menu, I'm probably going to order it.
Let me take a guess. Meatloaf.
So I ordered a ribeye at Cheesecake Factory. If you have a ribeye at the Shell station, I'm going to order it. And I'm going to find out.
You ordered ribeye at the Cheesecake Factory?
I sure did.
That's not a steakhouse.
I know it's not.
I'm not eating steak at Cheesecake Factory.
Don't put a ribeye on your menu.
I'm not eating ribs at a sports bar.
I get ribs at Chili's.
I'm definitely not doing that.
Chili's, baby back ribs.
That's not even real. That's coyote meat.
Barbecue sauce.
It's in an oven.
I don't care how you cook it.
I got to have my ribs smoked.
I like the meat.
My ribs on the grill. I'm a barbecue snob. Grilling. I'm not eating ribs.
You don't want my crock pot ribs?
I don't want your crock pot.
I'm making you some.
I don't want your boiled ribs.
You don't want him. You don't want a sous vide day.
My fast is over 2 days, baby. I'm making you some crock pot ribs.
Well, no, we're gonna be in Super Bowl. You won't be doing it in the Super Bowl. It'll be the week after that.
I'll come when I come back.
Can I say something to the new Cowboys cornerback coach also?
Yes.
I like Dan Quinn. I think Dan Quinn's a good coach. Coaches who build like a strict physical profile for what they want, I'm out on all of you. So like this cornerback coach, I hope he doesn't come in and go, well, I think 6'2" and 35-inch arm. That'll work. Anybody else, cross them off the list. I hope he comes in and he goes, can you guys find me the best players?
You're a draft guy. Y'all use measurables all the time. His arms are too short, so he can't play left tackle. So we got to. That's what you do. You have a profile of what you want, don't you?
He said, that's what you do. You do the draft. So let me ask you this: do I like Ruben Bain?
You do.
Okay, so I'm not out here saying he don't have long enough.
But my point is, you do have a guy. That's all I'm saying.
You have the profile of what would be the perfect prospect.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. You have a prototype.
Right. But if we don't have the perfect prospect, let's go get the best player. You can take the guy with the long arms in the 5th round. Let's take the guy who's a baller in the 1st. We'll do it that way. How about that?
I agree. Two other things. Raymond Chinyong.
What?
Ramon Chinyong, the assistant offensive line coach.
Okay.
What race is he?
What race is he?
Are you just asking white or black?
What race is he?
He is a
offensive line coach.
He is darker of complexion than a white man, but he's not necessarily a black man. Is my guess.
He's a black man.
He's definitely a black man.
Okay.
Ramon Chinyong, offensive line coach, assistant offensive line coach, interviewing with Mike McCarthy today to be a running backs coach.
Yeah, just coach whatever you want.
He's in Pittsburgh today, interviewing Mike McCarthy, most likely going to take a job there.
Shout out to Mike. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, we're getting to the end of our grading the Cowboys groups from last year. Up today is the coaches, the coaching staff. What grade do you give them? And then we'll preview next year's coaching staff next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast. All right, everybody, let's take a second to talk about our guys at OwnWell, ownwell.com/Texas, because I don't want you paying more than you have to for property tax. You know what I don't like to do? I don't like to give my money away. That's not true. I do it a lot. But I want to do it in the ways that I want to do it, where I think I'm going to enjoy it. And that's not true with property tax. So last year I hit up OwnWell, ownwell.com/Texas, because what they do is they protest your property tax. You notice your mortgage goes up each year. You notice your property taxes are going up each year. Well, OwnWell knows how to get that sucker brought down. You don't have to go to hearings and do a bunch of paperwork or waste your weekends. You sign up in under 3 minutes at ownwell.com/Texas, and they take care of everything. I did it last year. Jesse Holly did it last year. It's your turn this year. Let the local tax experts take care of you and protest your property taxes for you. Get that brought down. 86% of their customers do see a savings. The average savings is over $1,100. Stop overpaying and start saving with OwnWell. Sign up in 3 minutes at ownwell.com/Texas, OWNWELL.com/Texas. Also want to talk about our guys at Mars Men, because, you get to be my age. I'm creeping. I'm 41 now. Energy levels are not what they used to be. I became a napper, all these things. The diet stays the same, but your body does not. These are things that happen. What you need is a potent and natural testosterone stack that optimizes your body's ability to forge usable testosterone. You get the same benefits of optimized testosterone, energy, strength, focus, without shutting your body down. No synthetics, no needles, no dependency. Just real natural ingredients from our guys at Mars Men. It's made in the USA, third-party tested, 90-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. For a limited time, our listeners get 50% off for life, plus free shipping and 3 free gifts at mengotomars.com. Perfect way to kick off this new year strong. Mengotomars.com for 50% off and 3 free gifts when you check out after you purchase. What they're going to ask is, where did you hear about Mars Men? And you are going to support our show and tell them that we sent you. All right, everybody, let's take a second to talk about our guys at OwnWell. What are you doing? What are you doing? Welcome back to the DLLS Cowboys podcast. Jeff and Jesse and Clarence here with you. As we're getting ready to grade the Cowboys coaching performance from last year. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were here.
Jesse!
I thought
Doppelganger.
you were still here.
Doppelganger.
More handsome than me. Get that cone out of here, man.
Conehead is back.
Get that cone out of here, man.
I was wondering why you had pulled your head down inside of the jacket. I didn't see your head, but I saw the rest of it.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Conehead is back.
Let's
That's
knock out our
wild,
super
man.
chats first. We appreciate you guys that are here. Please go ahead and hit the
Man,
like
nobody is off limits, bro. They'll get you.
Jesse over here looking like a crawfish. Jeff and Brian are cooking. Somebody said. Weak sizzle. We should target Kwity Paye in free agency. I remember Kwity Paye as a draft prospect. I can't
Man.
say I even know what Kwity Paye's been up to, but I'm in because we don't have any pass rushers. I bet it'll be great. Vance is in the super chat. The late, great Pat Summitt said it best. Players don't care how much you know till they know how much you care.
Amen.
That's what I'm talking about. Pulse Trip. Chill. Why are these men so rough on you?
Listen, these men are just rough on me.
Look at that. Look at that cone. Look at that cone on
Nah,
your
okay,
head.
okay.
Cone
You
head.
don't want to keep it all. You want to keep it all yourself. All right, I'll take it. Today's my day. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Chris is in the super chat, and he said new coach recruited Mansoor Delane at Virginia Tech.
He's talking about cornerbacks coach Ryan Smith, the Cowboys cornerbacks coach they just hired from Arizona. He did recruit Mansoor Delane at Virginia Tech. And why do we care about Mansoor Delane?
Well, what a great question. Time for draft talk for the next 40 minutes. Well, I'll tell you what now.
Why do we care
Mansoor
about
Delane
that?
at LSU, last year, people basically they just didn't throw at him. I think he gave up 140 yards on the entire season. He was targeted like 30 times total. So teams were just like, nah. So he had a wonderful year. He may be CB1 in this draft class. And when I say that, what I mean is cornerback number 1. He may not even be available when the Cowboys pick. He'd probably be a just fine pick at 12 if you were available. So having a relationship with him, sure. Come on.
Daniel Jeremiah, I didn't see him at one of the top guys that he had picked.
People are going to have him in different orders, but let me take a look at what
I
Daniel
know you're
thought.
talking about 2 Tennessee corners.
Daniel Jeremiah. I bet Delane was gone, but let's see. Do you want his mock draft or his top 50? Which one are you talking
Both.
about?
I thought it was mock draft. I didn't see him gone by the time the Cowboys picked.
Let's see what he's doing with the top
And he
50.
gave us the other guy.
Number 8 on his top 50,
Okay.
Mansoor Delane.
Okay.
And then and his mock was the one that I referred to as the worst case scenario, right?
Yes.
Delane was definitely gone.
He was
Because
gone.
that's
Okay,
part
okay.
of the worst case scenario.
Okay. My bad.
Is the top corners being gone.
My bad. So
But yeah, he's a nice player.
so we got an inside connection there. If the Cowboys prioritize him, then they got somebody that knows him better.
That's nice. I like to have guys that know people. I like when Dr. Cooper's done all their surgeries, you know. Like, all right, there's 7 guys in this draft with 1 leg, but Dr. Cooper did the surgery. You got the inside track. All right, we're and then the mock draft, let's see, Mansoor, he had going 5.
To the Giants.
Oh, wow.
And that's kind of what screwed it up. So the Giants, a lot of people are thinking they'll take another wide receiver. If they take a corner, that is what potentially leads to the Cowboys' worst case scenario, which is the best player available to them could be receivers. And I don't think that's what we want. We want other people to pick receivers so that we can sneak our way to a pass rusher or a Sonny Styles or a Caleb Downs.
Well, now that Harbaugh's the coach, probably going to lean towards defense, right?
I think they'll lean towards weird stuff, right? That's all I think about when I think about Harbaugh. Harbaugh's are weird
The
dudes.
big brother, not
Aren't they both weird dudes?
Well, this one is his roots are special team, not defense.
Okay, so let's take a kicker.
But he comes from a culture of the Ravens were a defensive minded.
Yeah, but he did not get to shop for the groceries. They had their own separate people. That's one of his issues. is
How
that-
high would you take the best punter ever?
I was about to say, how high did Sebastian? Didn't Sebastian
He
Kelsey
was
go
first round pick.
round?
He was like 18
That's
or 19 or something.
That was crazy.
Wasn't
The
even
best
great.
punter, third
Yeah.
round.
Like a guy that if you're backed up on
Third
your own
round.
7 and you're punting, you know he's going to pin him
Third
inside
round.
their
They
10.
call it a
round.
red hot chili pepper now.
That's nice.
That's weak. That's corny. But
Come
it was
get
way,
him. Come get
It was
him.
way more that was funnier than that one.
Red
I like
hot
Terrence in
chili
the
pepper.
chat. He just says, no more Michigan D linemen. No one has mentioned a Michigan D lineman on this show at all. And it gets thrown out there. Shout out to Taco and Mozzie. This is what you've done to
What
people.
happened to the one that was drafted high last year?
The Browns. It was with the Browns. Didn't do much of nothing.
Drafted high last year.
From Michigan. The
Michigan.
D tackle.
You don't forgot about him already.
See?
Boy, when I tell you what stays in
it was
here,
a Michigan defensive tackle that went high in the draft
He went
last
to the
year.
Browns.
First round pick.
He went to the Browns.
please hold. Y'all talking draft? Oh, we can talk draft all day. Let me
I'm
look
just
up the
saying.
2025. They had a D tackle last year?
Yes.
You sure about that? oh, Mason Graham.
Mason Graham.
Yeah. He's decent. He's all right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't want to hide in the first round. We
Yeah,
don't want to
I-
hide in the first round.
That's why you picked the best available player.
Yeah, you don't want to hide in the first round. I
No,
don't
Graham's
want to
going
hide.
to be a good player. Graham's going to be a
Huh?
good player. Graham's going to be a good player. Grade the coaches, John, for crying out loud. We're grading the Cowboys coaching from last year. If you guys could put your grade in the chat.
Well, y'all some soft graders.
I went with C-. Jesse went with a C. Clarence went with a D. And a C+ from John, the secret producer, whose face you will never see on this broadcast, ever. He's a man of mystery. Oh, there it is right there. Oh. And I like that he went with Floose as a picture. Can I tell you I love those?
George Pickens great?
Can I tell you I love those hoodies?
Yeah, that was a good hoodie.
Those little, like, glow-in-the-dark outline, but, like, it's colorful, but it's not, like, all colorful. When they have those hats, when they have those hoodies. That was there.
I actually have the hat. If you want the hat, I'll give you the hat.
I want the hat.
I'll give you the hat.
I'll give you a true brand hat.
I don't want it.
Okay.
I don't want it.
All right.
But I have the hat. I'll give you the hat. That was a crucial catch.
Yes.
It was their play on, because
I love those hoodies too.
Nowadays nothing can be singular, right? Because remember, October was for breast cancer awareness.
Right. And crucial catch is catching an illegal immigrant and get. That's not it, is it? That's not it.
You know what meeting we just had the other day?
Yeah, we're not supposed to. Don't joke about serious things.
We just had this.
And I want you guys to know I have no opinion on the matter. Right down the middle.
But crucial catch, because the other cancers were like, wait, what about us?
Oh, that's a serious thing.
So the other cancers were like, it's not just about breast cancer, NFL. Yeah.
I'm going to end up with mouth cancer or throat cancer. Those are also serious.
Very likely that you will. Yeah, so hope not, but probably you will.
Look, you're going to go when you're going to go. I already have joints that hurt. Let me have something knock me out before I'm miserable.
But I have the hat. I'll give you the hat.
I'll take the hat.
I'll give you the hat.
That'll be nice. I gave him a C-.
So I'll let me defend my C. My C comes from this. I thought Shoddy in his first year was okay. He was better than okay. You came in, you see the offense kind of take the next step, and again, it's really hard to mess up a top 10 quarterback, a top 5 wide receiver, and then now George Pickens found himself as a top 10 wide receiver in this league. It's pretty hard to mess that up, right? If you got a top 10 quarterback and you got 2 top 10 receivers, tough to mess that up offensively. I don't give a damn who's calling the plays. The running game came about. That was a part of what Clayton Adams was able to interject into this thing. I'm trying not to look at the chat because I know it's saying something funny. So I'm looking back and forth to you two. But then, of course,
those are just people saying I'm going to be in trouble after the show.
Oh, probably. And then on the defensive side of the ball, you had, one of the worst defenses in NFL history. Of course, one of the worst defenses in Dallas Cowboys history. But the one thing why I kept it as a C, and I think not to take it to a serious note, the way that they had to navigate the loss of Marshawn Nealon from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah.
There's no way to prepare for that. There's absolutely no way. There's no coaching clinic. There's no seminars. There's no books. There's nothing in life that can prepare you for that level of loss to one of your players. And to still be able to keep this team together, and they had a fighting chance down the stretch. They came up short, but that's why I kind of went. I went kind of like A-ish up here with the offensive side and the head coaching.
Yeah,
he had some, maybe A-ish. Definitely an F defensively, but because of what they were able to collectively do as a coaching staff during that difficult time.
As a staff record label and as a crew.
A crew. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If you don't want somebody all up in the camera, well, they work for that guy already. Yeah, that's how I got to see.
You got a heart. You got a kind heart. You show empathy.
A C's not a great grade.
But
C's not a great grade.
They got a D.
If you're a C student, people don't think you're a very good student.
First of all, the special team were awful. Special teams took a step back.
What are you talking about? Turpin's a Pro Bowler, so is Aubrey.
Special teams took a step back.
Is the punter going to the Pro Bowl?
I wasn't even, honestly.
You didn't even grade the special team.
I don't even count them as a
well, it's part of the whole coaching staff.
You're right. You're correct.
And so when you add the special teams in to go with the worst defense in franchise history, one of the worst defenses in NFL history, the worst. And the offense was good, but it wasn't the best in franchise history. It wasn't the best in NFL history. I don't even know if it was the top 5 in NFL history. The defense was one of the worst as far as points in NFL history. Everybody got good. Everybody got right. Everybody got well against the Cowboys defense. And then you add in the steps they took back on special teams. Listen, I commend the coaches for managing those 3 games following the Marshawn Nealon tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Then what happened after that? Why did they fall apart?
Because they're not very
They're
good.
not very talented.
Because Jerry traded Micah Parsons.
And stripper poles were falling.
When it was time, when you put yourself in position, to make something of your season, after managing all this, the bottom fell out. And the offense was not good late.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I mathed my grade very well.
I forgot to put in special teams. That would have brought my grade down.
Turpin was a Pro Bowler.
Turpin was
He
terrible.
told y'all, I told you, MFers.
Well, I don't know. He blocked me.
Was he even an All-Pro somehow? I don't know why. So if the defense, I didn't really math it out. I just said C-. If the defense was an F-,
Yes,
Flus
minus.
Flus was an F-.
Somebody had met a Z or S.
Shoddy was a B-. Special team coach was a D. F-, and a D works out to a F or a F+. But then when you throw in like a B,
It's a D.
I might be with Clarence. That might be a D.
Yeah, I might. Yeah,
That might be a D.
I didn't add in special teams.
It might be a D.
That's my fault.
So we all got a D. It's all a D.
Yeah,
Next year they're going to be an A+ though, and that's how you win the Super Bowl.
We hope.
When you bring in
let's
new
go
coaches.
CP and RS and ZO.
ZO if he's coming.
Yeah.
that'll be nice. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, we love No Ball Better University.
You
We
can't
check
miss
out,
me, baby.
We
Hey,
check
somebody-
out the tape. We make you smarter about football. We do it next.
Somebody text me and say you look like a Kappa.
Never.
I would like to take a moment for you, friends. I want to tell you about Fabletics, and it's a good day to tell you about Fabletics because I'm currently rocking some Fabletics joggers. Got some joggers on right there, and I got my Fabletics ball cap on. I love it. You guys know the kind of the athleisure brands that feel real good, super comfortable. Some of them are also super expensive. What if you could get that same sort of quality and not have to pay that much money? Fabletics Active Wear. It's for you, fellas, and it feels like that sort of high-end product that you would pay hundreds of dollars for. You're going to get that same premium fit, the same durability, but you're going to get it at a fraction of the price. Joggers, hoodies, shorts, T-shirts, jackets, undies. I got a raincoat from them. Fabletics is awesome. Soft, breathable, flexible. Get 80% off everything when you sign up as a VIP. Just head to fabletics.com/DLLS. Take a quick little style quiz and be sure to select DLLS when you're prompted to unlock your 80% off. That's fabletics.com/DLLS. Also, shout out to our guys at Prize Picks. They take care of us up here at DLLS, and I take care of them by being on their app 17 times a day. Prize Picks, all you got to do is you say, I think that so-and-so is going to have more or less than these projected stats in this given game, right? I tear up football on Prize Picks. But we only got one game left, so it's time to transition. It's time to become a basketball man. Maybe a little bit of hockey. When baseball creeps back around, I'm in there. Because you can do it all. You guys, if you've been following along, you know I found a random guy named Bobrovsky in hockey. And I like to say he's going to have more saves than they think every time. And that's all you do. You combine those picks, you get your picks right, and you win a bunch of money. That is Prize Picks. It's daily fantasy for you. Fantasy season's over in football. Who cares? Do fantasy every day. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code DLLS. You get $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. That's code DLLS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Welcome back. It is the DLLS Cowboys podcast coming up in the final segment of the day. Will they and should they? The Cowboys' three biggest free agents that are pending. Are they going to keep these guys, and should they keep these guys? And before we get there, it's time to step inside the classroom. No Ball Better University, KBBU. Here's your professor, Jesse Holly.
Yeah, class is now in session. All of my good students come to the front of the classroom. All of you riffraffs and wahoos and Clarences, get to the back of the classroom or get the hell out. This segment is brought to you by Qualis Roofing and Construction. Holla at my folks at Qualis Roofing and Construction if you need a roof. We just got finished with all this snow. Some of y'all need to get your roofs checked out. Some of y'all had roofs fall in. If you want to get your roof just as inspected, call them. Get you a free DLL t-shirt. If they work on your roof and replace it, they're going to give you a Traeger grill, or they're going to give you a Blackstone flat grill. So our good folks at Qualis Roofing and Construction. All right, man, we're going to take a look at the Seattle Seahawks offense and their new weapon, their number one wide receiver, Jackson Smith-Njigba, local kid from DFW. Their offensive coordinator, Kubiak, one of the Kubiak boys, he is using Jackson Smith-Njigba in some very, very special and unique ways. And so We want to just break this down on film because I always like wide receiver play. I like creativity, and I want some of our coaches, Shadi, steal stuff. Just go ahead and steal stuff. And Shadi has done some of these things with having receivers in these type of positions. It costs us a receiver for about 3 or 4 games doing it, but don't run the ball from there. Pass the ball from there. All right, John, let's go to the tape. All right, so what you have right here, you're looking at this thing right here. Right now on this picture, you got Seattle. They're in a 2-by-2 set. 11 personnel, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. So as the quarterback looking at this, he's seeing 2 high safeties, right? I got 2 high safeties, meaning some sort of zone type coverage from where I'm standing at right here. That's Jackson Smith and Jigba that is circled. He's got a motion. Now, most of the time, when you see receivers motion, they get on the other side of the tight end. That's when you see the defense shift. That's when things change, when the receiver gets on the other side of the tight end because it goes from a 2-by-2 to potentially a 3-by-1. But QBI, Jackson Smith and Jigma, and the Seahawks, they do something a little bit different right here. So next slide, Jackson Smith and Jigma, he now motions across the center, but he lines up in the backfield. And why this is significant is because when he goes, go back, John, when he goes from being a receiver in motion right now, he is a receiver. All things alerted on the back end as he is a receiver. Next slide. But now when he lines up, he is a running back. As you can see, this guy, the quarterback, looking inside the linebacker, it says, who you got?
Okay, 1, 2. So now he's 3. He's the 3. Who's got 3? Linebacker's got a 3,
right?
doesn't he?
So linebacker's looking back outside. He's saying, wait, he's a running back now? Right? So now
That's me?
Yeah. So he's looking around. And now what ends up happening is, as you can see that I have on the defensive side, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 corners, the safety, and the linebacker, right? They're responsible now for all of the pass catchers or runners on the left side. 1, 2, 3. Those 4 on defense are responsible for the 3 on offense. Well, Jackson Smith and Jigba went from being a receiver to now being lined up in the backfield. So now what was going to be a coverage that was handled by the DBs and safeties, you now have to add the linebacker into the mix because he's now a running back. And as you can see those guys looking at each other saying, hey, who you got? Who I got? Wait, he's a running back now. I got him. I guess so. You got him. Man, I hope we figure this out. Next slide. So now we get to this thing. And what you have is, as you see, everybody's releasing. Now you have this line. Okay. You have Rashid Shaheed, the first receiver. You have Cooper Kupp, the second receiver. And then you have Jackson Smith and Jigma. What do you have with that first receiver? He has the vertical route set first, right? He's going to run a post. But what he's doing now is he's attracting the attention of that safety. He's on the top of the numbers. And now once he starts entering that safety zone, that safety has to respect that. You see the second receiver, Cooper Kupp, right. What he's doing now is he's running a route to hold the flat. That cornerback normally in this type of coverage, which what would look like was going to be some sort of cover 2 type coverage up top, is that I don't want that cornerback to fall off of this route to now drift back into the route of the third wide receiver, which is Jackson Smith and Jigba, who, remember, was lined up in the backfield as a running back. As you can see, that linebacker saying, the running back is now running a vertical route. I have to get out to guard him. Next slide. Now, what end up happening is Shaheed runs the post and the 2 safeties.
No, that safety on that side is not a lot. You got to stay. Come on now.
You got to stay outside.
Jackson Smith and Jigba's coming.
He don't know he's coming.
You going to chase a post across the field?
You shouldn't chase the post because, as you see, you got a safety standing on the inside of you.
I know it.
Cooper Kupp has run that flat route and is going to run a flat return. And now that linebacker is like, well, he's run vertical. I'm going to pass him off to one of these safeties. We're in a cover 2. So the safety should be out there. I'm going to turn back and get my eyes back to anything that may be crossing from the other side to this side. Next slide. As you see now, Jackson Smith and Jigma runs a corner route. The high-low flat is held up because Cooper Kupp runs that return route. You got 2 guys guarding the same guys. You have an in the back of the end zone. You have the linebacker guarding nothing but air. You have the cornerback guarding Cooper Kupp. And in the back of the end zone, where that NFL sign is at, is where you have Jackson Smith and Jigba running a cornerback, and no one is guarding him. And now
this is an offensive coordinator segment, is
Butt
what this
naked
is.
wide
you
open.
throw this out there to Jackson Smith-Njigba. Next slide. And now you have a bunch of questions happening right there. You got a guy saying, "Oh man," and you got the linebacker looking on it saying, "Who got him?" And then you got the other cornerback saying, "Was that my guy?" And the other cornerback saying, "Yeah, bro, that's your guy. That's your guy we just gave a touchdown up to." So in that play right there, you saw the specialty-ness of Jackson Smith-Njigba, being able to line him up just about anywhere on the field and running routes from the backfield to create that confusion with the linebackers and the secondary about who's going to be guarding who. And then that just shows you the level of, and this is why this new age and pushing towards the younger type of coordinators, Kubiak, he has dialed up a bunch of good plays. And make no mistake about it, when you have a guy like Jackson Smith-Njigba, you can absolutely line him up just about anywhere and everywhere because he can do it from the slot, from the backfield, from outside. He has great catching ability, great body control. He runs all of the routes in the route tree. And after this season, and I'm not one that is a prisoner of the moment, because what we're going to do next year, and somewhat rightfully so, we are going to down judge receivers. And we're going to say, who's the best receiver in the game? And to a lot of people, they're going to say, well, the numbers say Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's going to be the guy that we now call the best receiver in the game. I think Jackson Smith-Njigba has definitely raised his stock. 110% he has. And should be in the conversation of one of the best receivers in the league. But for my dollar.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
For my buck.
There you go.
I'm still when I go, I'm still going to say Jamar Chase is the best receiver in the league.
And poor Justin Jefferson got J.J. McCarthy, so now he doesn't even count.
Right. I'm still going to say, does JSN move up in the list? 100%. Does Puka Nacua move up in the list? 100%. But there are still some guys who have done this thing consistently for the last 4 and 5 years that we have to consider. We can't be prisoners of the moment. Give Jackson Smith-Njigba his just due. He has earned it. It is worthy. It is not out of the realm of possibilities of putting him in that conversation. But don't just look at 1 year and say he's the best now. I think he is one of the best. But there are still guys like Jamar Chase, like CeeDee Lamb. If Justin Jefferson can find himself a quarterback, are still in that conversation. But now we used to talk about Tyreek Hill. We used to talk about Devontae Adams.
Puka.
If you let me finish my statement.
He said Puka.
Now we're talking about guys like Jackson Smith-Njigba and now Puka Nacua. They now have marched themselves into that conversation of being considered one of the best wide receivers in all of football.
That was good stuff. That was solid, and it was great. And I know when I saw that play, like, that's genius.
Yeah.
I mean, I like.
It's only genius because the one safety was an idiot.
Yeah. They ran a scissors
but you
route.
make them idiots.
I know.
But that's how you make
threaten
people
them both,
idiots.
and you get
That's how you make people idiots, and that's what you want. You want to create confusion, hesitation, whatever else. You want to do that. And seriously, if the one safety, Rashid Shaheed against the other safety.
Well, it ain't your job once he's going this way.
That's fine.
I'm over here.
But that could be open too.
And for the safety.
Because that safety can't cover Rashid Shaheed.
Well, here's the thing is that he didn't have to. Just let Rashid Shaheed run right into the safety that you have on the inside and go back to the corner that you're supposed to be in, and you have everything covered.
So like the Cowboys.
On the flip side, and it was great, and I need you to quit with the ageism. Like, old coaches can't create things like that. Only young coaches. Old coaches can do that.
They just can't.
But Cleveland just hired an old coach.
Yeah, bad hire.
And he had great numbers with
Must be
Lamar Jackson.
And Myles Garrett didn't like it.
Of course, he wanted a defensive guy. But on the flip side,
NFL Network demand another trade.
Huh?
Myles Garrett's going to demand another trade.
NFL Network did a segment last night on the Rams' last play. I don't know if you saw that the Rams' last play, and I'll show it to you. It was allegedly a Seattle bust. DeMarcus Lawrence dropped in coverage to cover the running back.
But was it a bust, or was it a bust according to Sean McVay because he can't handle losing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because DeMarcus Lawrence showed no hesitancy. If you watch it, he said, I messed up. Yeah. I'm covering this guy. And so the last play, on the Rams' last play, they had 2 pass rushers, and they covered everybody. And the primary receiver was Kyron Williams coming out of the backfield. And DeMarcus Lawrence and a linebacker both jumped on Kyron Williams. According to Sean McVay, DeMarcus Lawrence was supposed to rush. He didn't rush. He dropped into coverage. And they took it away. So the
Rams head coach knows what the Seattle defensive end was supposed to do.
And they took it away. But my thing was there was no pressure on Matt Stafford. They had 2 pass rushers. Okay, he could have waited. He chose to throw something in the back of the end zone.
Choke artist.
That didn't get completed, but he had no
Jones.
pressure. He could have waited. He could have made something happen. He could have, as Mike McCarthy said, like extend the play, you know, and do some things to make sure he got a route open. But it's interesting how confusion can be created on offense and defense.
Yeah, for sure.
And so that's what I'm piggybacking on is that confusion with the alignment of the backfield created confusion for that secondary, but the confusion with how Seattle played defense created confusion with the Rams offense and their primary receiver, and it was ultimately the play of the game.
Everybody get ready for about a week and a half from now when Tank Lawrence is winning a Super Bowl, and let's see what he has to say about Dallas. Coming up next on the DLLS Cowboys podcast, the biggest free agency decisions the Cowboys have to make. Will they and should they keep each of these guys is next. Let's get you guys signed up to be a diehard, why don't we? We appreciate when you do that. We're going to put a QR code on the screen for you to do that. You just, hover over that sucker and go, ha-ha, click it, and then sign up to be a diehard. Because that gets you all sorts of good stuff. What it gets you is access to all of the premium content for all of your DFW sports teams. You're a diehard of all the teams, then you need to be signed up to be a diehard. Because you get access to everything. Premium content across everywhere. NFL draft season's upon us. You get access to Fran Duffy's rankings.
What up, Fran?
Scouting reports.
What up, Duffy?
All of it. When you are a diehard, you get access to those things, which is nice. When you sign up to be a diehard on alldlls.com, you also get to pick a free t-shirt from the merch store. And there's some good ones. Get the Stay Shiesty, just because it's important to show support for George right now. He needs you.
He does.
You gotta get pressure on Jerry. If there's not enough pressure on Jerry, he'll default to his default mode, which is penny pinching, drawing stuff out, and doing stuff to be on TV instead of winning.
Do we have any extra ones? I need to take him on to the Pro Bowl next week.
I don't know. You can have mine. I'll just give you mine. If it'll get to George Pickens, I'll let you have mine. Get a picture of him in it. It'll be good for the company.
Yeah.
I'll let you have mine.
I'll give you mine, too.
He'll have 2. Cut the sleeves off one if he wants to show the guns off, and then he can have one regular.
I need y'all to wash them.
I think it's washed. I think it's hanging in the closet. You want me to rewash it?
I just make sure. I just want it clean. I don't want to give no,
I get it hooked up.
Dusty, dingy.
Yeah, you can get a free t-shirt from the merch store. There's all sorts of options there. You also get discounts on other merch and events at alldlls.com, which is nice. And you get an invite to our Discord, where all of us here at DLLS are hanging out, talking about all sorts of stuff. There's a channel for each of the pro sports teams. There's one for college football, wrestling, food, TV, movies, books, stuff like that. Sign up today or else, not a threat. It's the DLLS Cowboys podcast.
Can we say happy birthday to Eric Taylor?
Yeah, we can. It's Eric's birthday?
Yeah,
43.
Eric, 43.
Happy birthday, Eric Taylor. Oh, also happy birthday to my buddy Hunter. It's my buddy Hunter's birthday.
43.
I think I'm going to have to drive all the way to Little Elm for dinner this evening because it's Hunter's birthday. You have to go, right?
Yeah, that's a good friend.
It's his birthday.
Famous cowboy that wore 43.
Darren Sproles.
Bates. What number Bill Bates? He wore 40. He wore 40.
Safety. Hall of Fame.
Darren Hambrick.
Troy
Hambrick.
Lilly.
Cliff Harris.
All right.
I only was able to do that because the game we played the other day.
Safety. I gave you Hall of Fame.
Because of the game we played the other day off the air, I was trying to think of the names Clarence said while we were playing our game, which we won't play on the air because people will get sensitive about it. And we're not going to do that. All right.
Y'all got me over here I'm going to tell you something.
Yo, baby, yo. Don't know yo, baby.
Thought you looked so
Let me
good.
tell y'all something. You couldn't tell me nothing this morning. I'm going to be honest with you. Once we get off the show, I'm going back to you still can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
But for the time being, y'all got me a little bit self-conscious. I thought I looked good. I said, man, I got my Fabletics on.
You should put on that Oklahoma State hat. Complete the look.
I said, boy, I got my Fabletics on today. I said, this is good, man. It's warm. I don't have to put a
It looks
jacket on.
good in real life. It
Yeah.
only looks obnoxiously
Yeah.
bright.
It's red. I don't
on
wear
camera.
red. You are bright.
It does. It looks like a bright
It's
orange traffic cone.
super
It's
bright.
just a red.
It's super bright.
It's just red.
I was like, man, what up?
Santa Jesse.
When we leave here, I'm gonna feel good
Santa
again.
Jesse, wearing all the bright stuff on TV, looking like a traffic cone you can see.
Somebody sound like the ketchup, the hot sauce bottle at Waffle House.
A little bit. Or the ketchup
bottle.
the spicy ketchup at Whataburger, maybe.
Dang,
What?
that was me.
Oh,
On my watch.
Thought you were talking to it.
Yep.
I'm glad you still have the watch, though.
Even the watch got jokes.
I'm glad you still have the watch. Clarence, where are your AirPods? I got Jesse a gift. It was an Apple Watch, and he's wearing it. I got Clarence a gift, and it was AirPods, and I haven't seen him in 6 months. He's wearing wired headsets, looking like he's streaming from a Nintendo.
Why we got to be back on me? We on Jesse. It's on Jesse.
You're right.
Get
You're
on
right.
me.
That's me.
Get on
You're
me.
right.
Get on me.
You're right.
Get on Jesse.
You're right.
This is not
You're right.
Just get on Jesse Day.
Oh,
Dressed like a fire truck.
I'm about to do the Trayvon
That's
Diggs.
better, Devery.
So I was donging around on the internet today, and technically I was donging around on the internet yesterday, but I didn't get to the topic. And there was an article that was written on the biggest free agency decision for every NFL team. The Cowboys, pretty obviously, I would think, was listed as George Pickens. But it just had me thinking, what about the three biggest? And if there's one that you want back that I'm not thinking of, feel free to let me know. But
I was trying to go to chat, and that damn.
we're on Jesse.
Yeah, exactly. And the old man can't never beat them allegations.
Somebody told me you was running red light.
He is the red light.
Stop.
No, you don't know.
Stop. Stop.
I didn't make that
I
up.
missed something.
We don't have no ladies in the chat today. Just stop. Stop.
Red light special.
This is a game called Will They, Should They? Should They, Will They? Will They, Should They? The big three Cowboy free agents, what I want to know is, will they sign this player, and should they sign this player? Number one, George Pickens. Will they? Should they?
When you say sign him,
Yeah.
because this is a very
A non-tag, a contract. Will George Pickens get a real-life contract?
No.
And should he?
no.
No and no?
I think they won't sign him to a real life contract. I think they should sign him to a real life contract. This thing is going to play out like we see it
What if
normally.
he says,
play
I need
out?
one more dollar than Sedarian?
No.
Sedarian, wow.
Okay.
No.
So then they shouldn't.
They don't. They won't. This thing is going to play out like we've seen it play out before in the past with big time signees, and they're going to get to a point. And there's something about what happened last year that has given the Cowboys. It has eliminated the fear of what would happen if they lost a guy. When you lose arguably the best pass
That
rusher,
shouldn't
in the
eliminate
league,
your fear. It should make your fear worse.
No.
You lost your best player and it sunk your season.
to them it was like we were right there. We were right there.
Oh, God.
And they're going to say,
Oh,
hey,
no.
this guy's under the contract. I think that last year has given them maybe you call it false confidence, maybe that type of level.
I
Like,
think
you
it
know
should
what?
terrify them.
Like, we know what? We've done it before. Don't play around.
We could ruin the season again.
Don't play around, Margoletta.
Yeah.
Don't play around with us. We did
Margoletta.
this before. We'll be just fine with CD and a bunch of maybes. Dak was second in MVP voting with CD and a bunch of maybes. Don't test us.
Clarence, George Pickens, will they, should they? Should they, will they?
That's a tough question. I mean, you think it's easy, but
I didn't ask you to dissect my question. I asked you a question.
I'm trying to, I'm a man. We just don't answer questions. We stall. You got to stall. You got to re-answer. When a woman asks you a question, did you re-ask the question?
The first sentence was, I'm a man.
We don't answer questions. I thought he was about to say, you're not going to disrespect me like that.
I majored in not answer questions.
I got to use that one. Answer the question. First of all, I'm a man.
I'll give you an example. Yes, they should. No, they won't. That's my answer.
Yes, they should.
There you
But
go.
it's
You're
more
halfway home, baby.
But it's more complicated than that.
Mm.
And my issue is I think he will be on the roster next year. whether it's a franchise tag or whether it's a, obviously a long-term deal. And I think they're going to do whatever they can to keep him on the roster. And certainly the franchise tag is at their disposal, and I think they will use it. Will that make him happy? Will they get the results they hope? That's a whole other question. And then the question is, we've spent so much time talking about building a team and how you build a team, and they've put so many resources on offense. You got so much money in the DAC, and you got so much money in the CD, and they don't have a lot of money on defense.
Which means you could say, no, they shouldn't, and that's why. You could, if you didn't want to keep dancing around my incredibly pointed and direct question. Should they sign George Pickens to a contract? One word. Should they?
They should.
Will they?
Don't know.
I don't like you. Jesse, let me talk to you for a second.
I don't know. You don't know.
It's a guess.
It's a guess.
Exactly, and I don't know.
Because sometimes I'm confused by your manhood.
You're not confused about my man. No wrong, man. Ain't no question about my man. That's a BS right there. Ain't no questions about my manhood. And yes, Austin, I like asking questions. I don't like answering questions. Yes.
All right, fine. We're switching chairs tomorrow.
I'm a man of double standards.
I'm analyst.
I'm a man of double standards.
Because you have some times where you're just outright, they're not taking a guard.
Yeah.
And you stand on it.
I was wrong. I've learned from my mistakes.
I've
learned from my mistakes.
You think they'll take a guard this year?
I learned
with their first
from my
pick?
mistakes.
They don't want you to be that guy.
You know what?
You dance around it.
Sometimes when you get on podcasts, you get out there reporter mode. You want to make statements.
Loosen up a little bit.
Well, you want to. You want us to have opinions.
You just told me you don't answer questions.
That's two different conversations. Answering questions and having opinions, two different things. I mean, I don't understand why y'all acting like this.
We want you to have an opinion to the question.
You don't want people to be mealy-mouthed about things.
What?
Mealy-mouthed. You know what that is?
Mealy? Mealy?
You know what mealy-mouthed is?
No.
I never heard that either.
Mm-mm.
That's an old. Why are you laughing, John?
We have questions about your manhood.
The chat, y'all know what's about mealy-mouthed?
Jesse, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, my manhood's solid.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Wow.
Clarence, I want you to watch this interaction.
Okay.
Study it. Jadeveon Clowney, will he get a contract from the Cowboys, and should he get a contract from the Cowboys?
Yeah, I don't think Jadeveon Clowney is going to get a contract from the Cowboys.
Okay, will not
get a contract from
Should
the Cowboys. He should if the price is right.
You ifed me.
Yeah. He should if the price is right.
Clarence me right in the face.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of. Sort of.
Manhood.
What is it? The problem is this. It's like when I ask a question, people are like, first of all, one question always leads to another question. So when you open that door and start answering questions, it ain't just one question. They got another question.
It is if you don't
I'm just talking
accept.
about relationships right now.
Yeah.
It ain't just one question. It's always another question behind that question. What you really trying to ask
Not
me?
if you don't let it.
just be setting me up with asking these questions, because then it opens the door to other. Listen, I'm not answering these questions, okay?
Let's just look. It doesn't have to be that way, because here's what you do.
And then you ask two questions. Just answer one. Why do we have two questions?
Okay, I'll ask you one question.
Thank you.
Jadeveon Clowney, will he get a contract from the Cowboys?
Yes.
Let me ask you one more question.
See what I'm talking about?
Now we did that one. I have a different one. Should he get a contract?
I think he should, but the qualifier, the caveat, is when. When. Because let's be honest, at his age, we know what he is. Is he a progress stopper in minicamp? Is he a progress stopper in OTA? Do we wait to training camp? Do we wait to the start of the season to bring him back? Because we know what he is and we know what he can do.
I think Jadeveon Clowney has put some tape out there this year that will have contending teams who are looking for those specific type players, those finishers.
A Seattle type team will be like, oh, there's the last piece to our puzzle.
Right. They're looking for those Mariano Rivera's, those guys that can come out of the bullpen for a specific reason. I don't need you to play all the snaps, but I need you to play those very poignant, important snaps throughout the course of the year. And I think they may come out and go, hey, listen, if the Cowboys are giving you 8, we're willing to give you 7. but you're probably going to be on a defense that has more dogs with you, and we just came from a playoff run, or we have a much better chance of making a playoff run than what you do if you went back to Dallas.
Does anybody find it interesting?
And it better be interesting.
That the Cowboys said we couldn't afford a certain player. But now they're telling you the good news is we can afford George Pickens, that's 30. Quinnen, that's like 25. Kenny, that's like 22. So I just gave you 70, but they couldn't afford 47. But we can afford all of them, and we're going to be aggressive in free agency. So we can afford 100 and something, but not 47.
Yeah, because, getting rid of Micah allows you to get 6 players, 6 elite players.
6 elite players.
Okay.
And we're waiting on 5 more. Okay. We got 5 more coming. It's going to be a big offseason. Thanks for stopping by. Remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through. Be cool to everybody. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate the contingencies. More like.
We all silly like the mayor.